Ah wow, yo, yippee, yay! Bienvenue à tous les burgers. No, I'm just joking. I did the opposite just earlier when I was doing it in French, in English, besides in French. But very well welcome to all of you guys. Very excited. This is going to be a fantastic Borg assembly. It's to write the chapter, to talk about chapter 2, but as well to rewrite history together with a chapter 3. And we'll finish obviously with a big question that you guys will have to answer if you're in favor or not in favor about this new initiative that could take us even further. We have more though. This is going to be a very special one because, of course, we always talk about our vision, which is being able to offer financial freedom for humanity. But in this special episode, which is really cool, is there's new people here, which there is Benji. Well, welcome to yourself.
Hello, everyone. Super happy to be here.
And there is as well Aurélien, our DeFi wizard. Very excited to have you here as well.
Yeah, thank you, Cyrus. Super excited to be there too.
I was not too sure about the position, and they're like DeFi wizard is really cool.
No, that works. That works.
Awesome. Well, welcome to all of you guys to the show. It's great to see that Nikunot, you're back here, and this is great because there's going to be new things you guys are going to discover. Because the one in French, we didn't actually cover everything. We wanted to make it sure it's really cool. Crypto CG, thank you so much. I think that, by the way, not wearing it, but I did receive this. I could imagine that this has maybe some of it comes from you, this Borgy t-shirt. Percola, it's very cool to have you here. Frankie, Luca, Loic, Andreas. Pierre, glad to see you back. Jonas, glad to see you back as well. And of course, Roman is still here, which is awesome. But also many new faces and some old faces as well. What is going to be very nice about this one is that we'll be covering crypto bundles and how we're rebranding this and how this is going to bring a huge buy pressure to the Borg token. We're talking about governance as well, the voting. We're going to talk about as well new rewards, which was the last votation. But before that, we're actually going to follow the regular powwow in some way, in a live version, hopefully even a more entertaining one. And we're going to talk about the big flashes of this week that is being released. Many products are being built, as you guys know, during this bull run. And for that, let's talk about the first token that's getting listed right away, Benji.
Agora, the AGA token, you may have, or actually you probably have seen them around. Agora has been there for a while. They've been doing these magnificent boxes that you can go and try to get some NFTs or some tokens or some golden lingots, if that's how you can say it in English, but some gold bars basically. A lot of community members have been having fun on that app. It's a beautiful product, and I've heard rumors that there is an exciting box coming up. So that's definitely something you have to look out for. I think that's the main thing that you're going to want is to get that token, go and open some boxes, and interact with the exciting program.
100%, and I heard that the team is working on other different chains to integrate as well. So I will not say which one, but shortly we'll have a presentation with the founding team, and they will unveil their roadmap, which is very exciting, and more things to be done. And finally, getting listed as well within SwissBorg App, which will be on Solana through an LBP. As you guys know, what's LBP, and if you don't know what's LBP, we'll be explaining it shortly after. Benji, do you want to talk about Pegu?
Yeah, Pengu. For some of you who have followed it on chain, it was a bit of a crazy launch. Maybe some of you can also claim some if you have some on chain activities. I just noticed that I was eligible to some, so that's super cool. Zero to hero people are definitely able to claim some. Pengu is the token from Pudgy Penguin, an NFT collection that has been becoming more and more popular in the last year. They started from the bottom and now they're at the top, and they've launched. They call it utility token. We'll see what it's going to do. I'm not aware of it having a huge utility right now, but super exciting to see them. Super exciting to see their IP in the app. And there's also some cross branding and cross marketing with them and SwissBorg that is beautiful. So you haven't seen it on Twitter, go have a look, go leave a like, because the Borg penguin is really stunning.
Very true. I didn't follow everything from the Pegu community, but they definitely have made a lot of noise, and they've done a great drop from their NFT. Talking about community members and a lot of craziness. If you haven't heard about Murad, he's been the meme god of this cycle, and he has a nice list of tokens. Aurélien, have you bought any of these tokens or not?
Mm, Let me look at the list. Uh, Probably some of them, yes. Should I disclose? Or-
No, that's good. The good thing is that all of them are listed in the SwissBorg app, and obviously this is a great thing for these tokens to be in the app. But I think so. What we need here is to make sure that sooner or later we need another dog to be added here. I would not say which one, but we need another dog there. I think so starts by a B. So hopefully we'll be able to build. It helped them to build a new catalog of memes, and hopefully they'll be pushing Borgy and other great memes going forward. Now, this is, guys, you now have to really open your ears because in 2020, late 2020, 2021, SwissBorg got very, very popular for yield, providing yield on different tokens. And we've been doing extremely well with staking, liquid staking, restaking, and much more opportunities. And our DeFi wizard Aurélien is going to be introducing new fantastic ways to get into earn opportunities in a very diverse way. So I couldn't be more excited that let him explain us the next new opportunities.
Yes, thank you, Cyrus. So yes, we're gonna start exactly like in the Power, like you said, Sai. So this one, we're gonna list staking with PIF. So for those who don't know the PIF network, it's an Oracle network on Solana. And we're gonna enable, they have a staking program where you delegate like some tokens to publishers, and we will allow you to access that throughout the app. As always, simplicity is key with our Earn program. And this will be listed tomorrow inside the app. So you could have up to 6.5% APY, and it could go up a bit. Can you go to the next slide, please? And the next one, actually, yes, it displays. So the next one is actually quite interesting because we are the first and the only CeFi platform to allow yield on PAXI. So if you have some gold and you're a gold believer, now you could get up to 5% APY directly inside the app on your PAXI. It's a lending strategy, and still we are building the partnership that we have with Morpho on the lending side. So you will enable some borrowers to borrow your PAXG and you will get rewarded for it. So you get some yield. Just a side note, this one is not available for UK residents. Sorry about that, guys. That might come in the future, but for now, you will have to you will have to wait a bit. So these are the two, and just after that, there is a surprise. I will let the mic to Cyrus, and I will discuss about something else just after some slides.
Thank you so much. I think so. Really, the gold opportunity, the golden opportunity to be able to earn in gold is definitely something that is very, very different from any other platform. I've been asking for this for a long time, and we finally getting it. So really, kudos to the team here. Another great opportunity that I believe within the DePIN world is ambient. Ambient is a really mature Web2 type of company that been able to really look at building an infrastructure network that now is decentralized. It's a bit like WeatherXM. It's complementary, I would say, to it. Whereas that Ambient, what they really try to do is build the same type of network, but not really only focusing on the weather, but on the noise, on different sensors that enables you to look for pollution, and a lot of different other data source. They're already working with very established, hospitals, even the SHUV in Switzerland and other different great networks. And I think so. This one is very, very interesting. It's a very it's a very experienced team that's behind it, and obviously the new crypto reward is something even better. They have machines for professionals. They have machines as well for Mr. Everyone. So I think so. This is going to be another very successful deal, and it's a great network. Obviously, the challenge of all these companies, then how do you value your essentially your data and how do you sell it. That's still a challenge that many companies are facing. But again, I think this is very, very different from what you've seen from the others. And it's kind of data that a lot of people are very interested in because, it gives you a lot of different ways to value places based on their pollution and all that. So looking forward to this. The great thing is that this is for tokens, is not to participate within to get like a machine that will then eventually provide essentially, will farm the data and then you will get tokens from that. It's really to get the tokens itself. So it's a very, I think, so interesting one. And this will be a Borgpad opportunity going forward. But now that you're very excited already about the alpha rewards, sorry, about alpha opportunities, we have came up with something even better. Aurélien Wizard, please.
Yes, thank you, Cyrus. So this is the big surprise. So if we come back a bit on how, like, if you remember, like at start, it was about the smart yield, right? Smart yield was like just an easy access to DeFi opportunities. So pretty much like how to generate yield like the simplest way. Then, we created Earn out of this on top of it. And the goal was with Earn wasn't changed. So the program was a bit the same. We had the same vision, which is like passive income, set and forget, really about growth, scalable opportunities. And then alpha came. So we had alpha deals with note sales, with early deals. And now we think that it was the time to unveil something new that is called alpha rewards. Can you go to the next slide, Sai? So alpha reward is your gateway to expert-created yield and airdrop opportunities. So it's Vault that will be displayed inside the app with complex DeFi opportunities that will be extra rewarding. So it comes with a set of risk, right? But at the end of the day, these are handcrafted strategies that us on the investment team, we are creating for you. What changed compared to Earn is that these ones will be fixed-term opportunities. On the Earn side right now, your investment is always liquid, right? You can enter and exit whenever you want. So it's open-ended. Here we are changing a bit the rules. So it will be fixed-term opportunities only. So with lockup. And it will be ultra exclusive. So it's really like opportunities that we've been curating throughout the space. And sometimes when we have the opportunity, we have access to some program with partners that only private people have access to, and private liquidity provider. And the goal will be like to make you benefit from that. So in the future, you will have some Alpha Rewards Vault directly inside the app with all these super cool features. And I'm super happy to unveil that we will release one tomorrow. And this one will be on the King of King, which is Bitcoin. And so this one is going to be named BTC, Lombard, and Morpho. And with this one, you will be able to farm 2 airdrops and rewards with your BTC. So right now, we don't have yield on BTC. And I know that it has been asked like for quite a while, and we really wanted to have a first rewards vault with BTC. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. CET, you will be able to subscribe directly inside the app to that vault. The strategy, so we have 24 hours to subscribe with your BTC. And then the strategy will start right after the subscription period, and it will end on March 19 in 25. Like I said, this has a fixed date. So what you will get from it, you will get rewards in Morpho token and BTC. And this is the difference with Earn. With Earn, if you enter with BTC, you will be rewarded only with BTC. Right here, you will receive Morpho tokens and you will receive BTC tokens. So both directly inside the vault. And you will also be able to farm 2 different airdrops at the same times while investing into the strategy. This will be the Lombard protocol airdrop and also the Babylon staking airdrop. Babylon is a BTC5 project, and there is currently a big hype around that one and on Lombard too. So we are super happy to have that one inside the app. I think we really changed the game with that one, because if you look at Earn currently, it looks like your savings account in a sense. And on this one, it really looks like an investment bank, where you can find like more complex products that are super rewarding for the users. And I'm really, really, really super happy to be able to unveil that to you. So on the detail side, this opportunity, like I said, will be extra limited. So it will be only 20 BTC, and the max investment per person will be 0.25 BTC. So if you want to enter, be ready tomorrow at 2 p.m. CET to invest. And I hope you are quite happy about that one, because there has been a lot of work happening behind the scene to make that happen. And I want to say like a huge kudo to the Yodeling squad and to Doment for making it happen. And yeah, to be able to launch that tomorrow with you guys.
Couldn't be more excited, guys. This is definitely a huge thing, and but obviously based on your premium level, you could get a higher yield, and if you obviously have a higher cap, that'll enable you to get to invest in a better way, I could imagine, with a higher limit. Now we get to the presentation of the Borg, and Borg in some numbers. Benji, you want to go through them?
Sure. So 52,500 premiums exactly. Beautiful number. 1,437 new, and unfortunately 1,339 cancelled premiums. I've seen someone do some comments about why it's the case. We conduct an analysis. It's going to be interesting to figure it out. I'm guessing, as a wild guess, that it's just taking profits from the 82.94% increase in Borg price, which is amazing. Borg stake 229 million. Guardian Spot, will go more into it in details later on, and then 157,000 holders. So it's going up steadily and surely. And yeah, we're also going to go into why some of these holders are here later in the press.
A little less than 1,000 people in the app added to Borg token. But the Borg metrics update here is, was it good to get unlisted from sexes and concentrate on dexes, Benji?
I think, was it good? I think we can ask our holders directly. They're here in the chat. Are you happy that we were unlisted from sexes? If you can see here on the chart, maybe it can help you answer that question. You have a few moments to to type the answer. 3 letters, very easy. Oh, but you want to talk about exactly what the charts are?
Yeah, but long story short, what it really helped is to get to create an investment thesis, make you guys vote, and see the consequences of it. And the consequences are really good. Essentially, the market making that was done through different sexes have now been absorbed by the market making pools ourselves. So it's essentially liquidity, revenues that are going to liquidity providing on chain, which is really good. So any people that today are providing liquidity for like Borg versus Sol, or the Borg versus Dollar, or the Borg B Sol, or Borg versus Borgy now, you get a lot of revenues out of it, and it goes directly to you people that provide that. So this is something that's really good. Obviously has bring a lot to attention as well, because well, the more volume concentrated on one pool, the bigger amount of people come to trade it. So I think so overall it's been really good. Obviously performance speaks for itself. And the volatility that has grown as a new way for traders to get more excited, right? How many people have always saying, "Oh, Borg is a bit boring. It's a bit like a stable coin and all of that." Well, today is definitely not. We're having those plus 5%, minus 5%, not every day, but more than we used to, which I think so. It's really good. And even right now, is it what's happening right now? Okay, we're not. Yeah, right now it's not the most volatile day, but we have got some volatile days, and the volume is definitely has increased a lot. And I think the other thing which I really enjoy very much about this is Aurélien made a presentation in late May and June, and it was about creating utility on chain, right? And I think so. 6 months later or 5 months later, we're exactly showing that these cases and how Borg has really evolved by itself. It's still not where it should be, obviously, but I think so. We've done a lot of work on this, and the volume and the price action and volatility speaks for itself. Crypto bundles. What's this about? Who wants to take this one?
think we can collab.
Okay,
Let's collab together. Let's do it.
let's do it. So one of the first thing about the thematics rebranding going from thematics to crypto bundles is
Lower fees. 50% lower fees.
50%.
who
50%.
gives me better? Give me another price. 50% for Benji.
No, but it's crazy.
So it's Christmas, guys. 50% lower for everyone on the thematics, which is really good. Um, which because some people are saying, well, we love the thematics, but it's hard to invest into something that we pay a huge amount of fees, which I don't think was big, but we're trying now to see if this will make a more appeal. And why we want to do that is because we believe that obviously you have to be financial free. We want to have a faster relocation to the crypto bundles like that. It could make smarter moves and in tactical decisions within this bull market. But not only that, what's the real reason, Benji?
What's the smartest move you can make in the bull market? Not financial advice. It's the Borg boost, the 10% allocation in all bundles and 5% for the golden thematic, which is crazy buy pressure for Borg. It's going to bring so much inflow into it. So that's
And
the
also
most. Go
and
for it.
also the fact that there is like a fixed box supply now. Like pretty much like you will enter like with 10% as an allocation, and then like there will be no reallocation on Borg. That's the thing. So pretty much like it's a buying without selling, if you look at this. So it's really like I would say like it's like paying, a fee to the SwissBorg ecosystem in a sense, if you look at this. And I really like the idea. I think it makes sense, to really have like the thing in depth into like the product, like the Borg token.
100%. And I think so. That's the reason why we're very, very bullish about this new move and how Borgy wants to pump the Borg token as well. That's uh, the, the main reason behind it. So this is fantastic news again. 10% of Borg will be allocated to each crypto bundle that we're building besides the golden thematic. Guardians of the Borg, Benji, obviously it's been things that you've been following for a long time. Uh, Walk us through.
Quick update on the results. Last vote, the Guardians 13 has been dictated that we would, in big majority, give as rewards, which you have received, I think about 45 minutes ago now. If you check your app, on the right side, you have the dashboard of how much you should have gotten depending on the camp you're in. And on the left side, you also see that we will be burning 27%. We will be putting 18% in one of the votes that you've seen last month. And we will be adding 15% of the 1 million into the safety net. So yeah, you can see here, it's very, very easy to see. If you voted the last 3 times, you get a 10% boost. And otherwise, the amount was airdropped before, directly in your wallet as a Christmas gift from us.
Another Christmas.
Another Christmas gift. This is a ongoing Christmas gift that was last month. The things that I wanted to show are the 957 participants, which is huge. It's about 20% of the Guardians that participated in the vote. So it's nice to see that there's so much love and honor of the votes. And at the bottom right chart, you can see that when a vote happens, Borg is bought. You can see the massive buys in Borg. Some people did a little bit of selling as well, which is good. Taking profit is never to be blamed for. But the massive spikes in buys that gives us the Batman ears are very, very nice to see. And that's just what I wanted to show in these charts. And also the Genesis premiums are the ones who are getting the most out of these vaults. You can see the bar chart here on the bottom left. It's significantly more than every other premium tier. So don't say you don't have anything. You sometimes do have little gifts. And yeah, these are the numbers. Here's everything that you need to know.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Benji. Let's now go to chapter 2, which is another bullish news here. Is we voted last week, three weeks ago already, about the Borg ecosystem rewards, where people got very excited about being rewarded in other tokens than Borg itself, right? Because we know that there's a nice pool that is here for rewarding yourselves when you vote and whatsoever, referrals and this and that, and the guardians, of course. But the idea is what to understand what if we would grow this treasury pot with different other tokens that are part of the SwissBorg ecosystem, the different spin-offs that we have, such as Agora we talked about earlier. And obviously you got very excited and you voted for yes. And today we're presenting the whole budget of what consists of this budget and what consists this treasury pot or ecosystem rewards. So the Guardians, you've known this for some time, and it's in every powwow every week, Tuesday night. There's a big portion to buyback of USDC and Borg that get to reward people. And now this is the big thing. Not only you're going to get Borg in that pot, you're going to have Galactica whenever that's going to happen, Agora, and Borgy. And that pot now belongs to you guys. And essentially, then how do you get rewarded? This is to be brought in the future, which is really, really good. And what's the total amount, Benji? How much is it?
I think we're getting up there. I want to ask Aurélien because I don't know if he has the amount in his head. Try to guess. Throw a number out there.
Don't know, like 30 million something, like more, 35?
It's a bit higher. It's 50 million.
Yes.
And I heard that Borgy is going to 1 billion, so that means 500 million more, which is awesome. Thanks for that. This is sex. But right now, which is very important, is there's a huge amount of reward that's from the Borg, from the X-Borg and others, and other different the Borgy, of course. This is great. Some of the tokens are still vested, so this is not we're going to distribute this in one hand. I'll just make things clear. But this is again a new way to reward the people from the community in the best way possible. So this is really, really cool. This is going to enable a lot to discover as well, new tokens that you maybe not have been part of, and to see how these ecosystems are building themselves and how we as a community, we could really reinforce even more and strengthen the whole different spin-offs that are part of the SwissBorg ecosystem. So this is definitely a big plus for everyone. And excited, Benji and Aurelia?
Super excited. There's one thing I would love to add to this is I already see people who are going to be saying, how do I get this? How am I going to be part of this? How do I not miss it? Keep in mind, these are Borg loyalty rewards. We're going to be rewarding the Borg holders as you guys voted for, and we're going to be rewarding loyalty. So it's quite easy to figure out, okay, what do I need to do nowadays to try and get a portion of this? Well, you're going to need to be loyal to Borg. And this means having Borg, keeping Borg, and loving Borg. So not the silver coins, the real Borg.
But the real Borg. And
exactly.
You need those in your pocket. That's what you need.
Yes.
Or you need this necklace on your heart. Let's move on. So there are already two big news here. It was really exciting. One of the first vaults from loyalty, do you want to uncover them, Benji?
Yes, so one token has been taken last week by Storm, super popular, and I'm sure a lot of people can guess, they've been talking about it going to 1 billion, and then the person who said 1 billion was insulted by another team member, so I don't know what's happening in the comments, but clearly there's some excitement there. We're going to be giving out some Borg votes. We've seen that when there's votes, people are happy, locking Borg, and now we're going to be giving you some Borgy if you lock the Borg. So there's going to be 3 volts, and here we go. Depending on how much Borg you lock and for how much time, you're going to be getting some Borgy tokens. And it's not a crazy API. It's not a crazy amount. The goal is really to show loyalty. It's to lock Borg in order to get something for not free, but because you are locking some tokens, but without spending anything. And your loyalty to SwissBorg is being thanked, is being represented through these ecosystem rewards. And these are the first ones. We're testing it out. We're giving 3 volts, 3 amounts in Borgy tokens. If you want to get them, show that you're loyal to Borg, lock it in there. And if you're not loyal to Borg, don't lock it in there. It's also fine. You can pick your choice.
Exactly. Yeah. If you want to cuddle your beautiful Borgy, to deposit some Borg and some love there, and I'm sure you'll get rewarded. There's going to be a total of 16 million Borg that's going to be collected through these 3 vaults. You'll have more information regarding these vaults, but it will happen this Friday, so very shortly before Christmas, and 3 different durations as well, which is really nice. And more will be communicated from the team shortly. Third reason for being bullish about this. No, it was about 4 reasons. Is the chapter 3 community power liquidity providing? Is how we could finally get to build on chain and bring more and more essentially value to the Borg ecosystem and to Web3 in general. And this is a very important slides. There was 3 big messages. We're trying to cover them in the easiest way. We haven't rehearsed, guys, so if we don't do this well, it doesn't matter. We'll do it again, okay? This is very important. Benji or Aurélien, who wants to start with the first slide?
I will take this one because
Okay.
this one, to be honest, is fairly easy to understand. Like, what you need to understand right here is, like, with Borgpad, the entire goal is around, like, creating those pairs so that we can trade pretty much, So the entire goal of creating this LBP is about that. So right here, by doing that, so it means that we pair a new token that is being launched with the Borg. It means that we will create much more holders of Borg tokens. That's the thing that you need to understand. And the second thing is that we will increase the on-chain trading and the volume on the Borg tokens. Of course, like, you will see in the future slide, but, like, you just need to remember what happens with Borgy. Borgy was only accessible through Borg token. So people had to buy Borg to access Borgy. And that's one of the effects. If people are interested in the token that we are going to launch, they will have to get Borg, like, one way or another. So they will have to go through Borg pools, meaning they will have to generate volume on chain. And volume generate fees, and some people have to buy Borg, which means new Borg holders. So there is a circle over there, right here, and that's fairly easy to understand. So number 1 goal, extend the number of pairs that we have with Borg, pretty much. That's the number 1 goal.
You did it so well, Aurélien, that I'll let you do the whole thing, because earlier was not as
Yeah,
good.
let's
Sorry,
go.
Anthony, for not being here, but it was definitely not as
No. I mean, I've discussed that with Anthony, and I've discussed that with Danny, and kudos to them, like, for creating this amazing product, to be honest. So, second thing, when we create a pair with Borg, for example, Borgy and Borg, the first thing that we do with that is that we create a liquidity pool with it. And what happens with that liquidity pool is that we literally burn it, meaning we commit the liquidity, and then the liquidity is burned, meaning we don't have access to it. We can't remove the liquidity. The liquidity will stay on chain indefinitely. So it means that on that side, all the Borg tokens that have been committed are going to stay locked on chain. So of course, you can think of the effects. It will reduce the Borg token supply, the circulating supply, right? And of course, because there is less Borg token that are on the market, it decreases the sell pressure. That's one of the other effects of doing that. If you can go on the next slide. And yeah, the last effect is pretty much simple. What happens is that it increases fees. And at the end, those fees that are getting collected, they are going to get burned. On the liquidity pool, even when it's locked, we have the ability to collect the fees that are generated. And what's happening with those fees is, like, instead of taking them and re-injecting them into a liquidity pool, they will be burned. So it means that if we go back to the slide number 2, it has exactly the same effect. It will reduce the circulating supply of both tokens, because the fees are connected in both tokens. And pretty much what happened then, it reduces the selling pressure. So, it's a virtuous cycle with Borgpad, pretty much. It will really, really help Borg in every figure and every on-chain metrics. And I think this is a beautiful tool, to be honest. I think this is one of the stuff that we wanted to do, with the Borg
Yeah,
token.
that couldn't be a better explanation. I think this was very clear. It's really that virtuous cycle that we're bringing of bringing the best projects, growing those projects by listing them through this LBP Borgpad, then being able to list in the app and make sure that the trading on chain of Borg just grows. And trading on chain, again, guys, is so, I mean, is 10 times more valuable than any fake market making that's done on sex. It has nothing, it's just not even comparable. And in the next cycle, I mean, this cycle we already show it, but the next cycle is going to be more and more predominant, saying like, DEX volume is maybe 10, 100 times better type of quality than any other project. So this is going to be a great way, again, to create this virtuous cycle that we've been building. And maybe some good on-chain activity showing is that it really is increasing the adoption of token holders, of obviously volume. We've done literally our volumes of 10 million trading on 24 hours, which is amazing on the Borg token. Never seen this in the past. Probably was I'm not. I shouldn't say a number, but it was probably at least 5 times smaller than that. And this is really thanks to Borgpad. So this is really a great, great, great advancement for us. And we have to thank Borgy for this as well. uh, Borgy, guys, as you know, it's been, I think so, a beautiful thing. The idea was crazy. It started in, I think so, April this year. Unfortunately, we didn't really create Borgy back then. Then I wanted to show that Waifu, which I still believe, by the way, it's a great AI agent and has a great platform to launching the tokens on it. I thought it was just a good way to to show that this platform works. It's not about creating Borgy, sorry, just to make things clear. I didn't want anyone to buy a Borgy. It was really a test. But the most beautiful thing about this test is that it created even a much better Borgy, and really salutes to beautiful the Borgy army there that have created this. There's a lot of people that have been working really hard to bring this fantastic dog to life. And yeah, it's amazing. There's a lot of people from that team, but as well want to thank people from SwissBorg too, because it went from liquidity bootstrapping to Borgpad to get listed in the app within 24 hours. A bit last moment, people are not happy about it, but we did it, and it's really cool. I think so. There's other things that we could salute about Borgy itself. It's Lange, how beautiful it was, right? And how this 24 hours were just insane, insane and fun at the same time, which were really cool. And it's continuing, right? It's not just a fad. And I think so. This chart is the best product of showing how the community is strong. This crazy pump that went to 60 plus million, and now we're still holding very well at 30 million, which is great. And of course, I'm very bullish about Borgy and the next chapters, how it's going to evolve. So again, congrats to everyone working hard there. Even our CTO was very excited about this, and how Borg has brought an insane amount of volume to the Borg token as well, and how Borgpad has really shown a new face about SwissBorg. And just talking about this, Benji, you want to talk about some stats here, or where people could look at real time the evolution of on-chain metrics of Borg token?
Yeah, if you scan the QR code here, you'll be redirected to a page that gives you a lot of statistics. I know some people love just seeing charts and data, and by their own eyes, the growth that we were talking about, it's really important to understand how it impacts us as an ecosystem and as Borg holders, just how much it's actually pumping first the token, but then also Borgy, and then the on-chain volume, and everything is kind of blocking itself together, which is yeah, it's just amazing. It's Christmas season, and it's the beginning of the bull run, and we can see it. I see there's lots of questions there, but we'll take some at the end, I believe. So feel free to just write your questions down, and I'll make sure to come back to them afterwards.
And I almost forgot, everyone liking, anyone watching this video, I've always forget this. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It's really helpful. Just post any comments as well. I'll answer them. I do read most comments, by the way. Just do that. It helps people, the algorithm, Google, to pass it on. And what will that do is that people get interested in SwissBorg, and then eventually they'll become, premium and do Borgpad initiatives and all that, and buy a lot of Borgy and Borg, of course. So there you go. December is Borgpad. And why? Because there's cool projects. Aurélien, you want to talk about this one, or Benji?
Aurélien, go for it. You're very discreet over there, no?
Yeah, yeah, I can continue on that one. So yeah, this is the solid. This is like the Solana identity token that is going to be, to be launched exactly the same way. Like it's going to be an LBP, and I think like I'm quite bullish on Solana identity, to be honest. So if you haven't
Me too, yeah.
followed, if you haven't followed what they've done like on Twitter, I really like all the small videos that they are doing these days. So I think like it's really a great way. I should not say Twitter; it's X now. But it's really a great way, to know exactly about the project and what they are doing. And I think like that could be like quite an interesting project in the bull run. So I would
Yep.
put my ship on it.
Yeah, they have a good community, obviously. With SwissBorg, they've done a lot of work too. They're solid entrepreneurs, young, very hungry too. The FDV is 20 million, which is not very high for this type of projects. It's going to be the same thing as for Borgy, so it's going to be really cool. It's happening after tomorrow already. And oopsie, sorry guys. And we're going to have as well MoMate next week, I think so, which is the AI agent, which obviously this is a big theme that I've been really interested in myself, AI agents. So this is a really cool one. Some of you already participated, I believe, in the alpha opportunity. So this is going to be another one too. And with these opportunities, it's really cool to see things maturing and flourishing by themselves. But let's please remind ourselves that, have you guys been able to participate in Borgy Launch Pool, by the way, Benji and Aurélien?
No, I was working. There was too much stuff to
Yeah, me too,
handle.
yeah.
That's always the thing, In
I
French, we
gotta,
say cordonnier les plus mal chaussés, but that's exactly the thing. Like we are working
yeah.
in that space and we are not even able to participate into that thing. So yeah, but no, I missed it,
I got a
unfortunately.
few messages, and Anthony was like, "Yeah, I couldn't get in," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Oh shoot, I forgot it." And yeah, I mean, even if you were ready, look, there's a 90% of chances that you would have made it, because there was over 2,000 plus people, and only 254 people got into it. And why was that worth it? Well, people did 60x within that same day, so that was quite intense. Huh? I mean, 60x for those who did it, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money that was made that day for a beautiful dog, by the way. So congrats for those who made it, and sad for those that didn't make it, but then still traded in the app within 24 hours, which was amazing. And a lot of LP rewards that distributed on the first day, which is crazy when you think about the money that was made. So congrats to that. The now the question is to understand, and of course, we locked some Borg, and there's even much more Borg than it was back then. So things are really great, and it pushed the Borg ecosystem. There's no doubt about that. But the question now I have is, obviously this is opportunities only for people on chain. The question that I have for you is, should an allocation of every Borgpad deal be reserved for the SwissBorg community directly in the SwissBorg app, right? And I think so that's the question that you guys have to answer is, do you think that we should continue this and just let anyone be able to participate into these LBPs through non-custodial wallets and grow the amount of people on chain? And this will attract a lot of new Borgers because they will hear about this and they'll be like, oh, this is crazy, I want to get into it. And or should we say, well, let's reserve maybe a little part of that cake and just give it to people within the SwissBorg app? So that's the question. And obviously, both are interesting, because if we give 100% only to non-custodial, they'll bring a lot of more opportunities for other people that are not Borg token holders yet. Or should we say like, no, let's still keep a portion for us, because at least we are very loyal, and we believe that we should have the rights to participate within these deals within the SwissBorg app. So as a Swiss citizen, I will not take part in which I think is the best. I think so both are very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if Benji, Aurelia, you have any comments on this one.
Oh, I guess exactly what you said. Like, I, I will not vote on that one, and I will be like the Swiss guy, so I will stay neutral on this and let the community decide. But of course, like looking at the comments, I think like the appetite is there, and I think like this is something that could be quite cool, to be honest, because like not everybody is I would say a DeFi maxi or even an on-chain maxi, and our goal has always been like to facilitate wealth creation with some tools, I would say. So if we can do that and people ask us to do that, then let's do it.
100%. As always, one Borg equals one vote. We made this very clear. The presentation is done today. The vote starts actually already tomorrow, and the results will be happening in the powwow January 7th, or maybe if there's more time for myself to work on Christmas or New Year's Eve, I will make a special video for you guys. But the votes will happen this week, and you'll receive a link. But I heard that Benji, maybe for next one, we might have a cooler way to vote. Is that true?
Yeah, but you removed my slides, so now I'm not gonna say anything. And
Okay.
next assembly we'll have some great news on loyalty side in terms of governance.
Sustainable score was 4.6 for the last quarter. That gives you always the boost for the Guardians score. The community index was crazy high. Cast your votes. It was 9.3, which is amazing. And now we have a few minutes for questions, and we could take any questions right now.
Is it possible to lock in all Borgy vaults? Yes. Why not? You want to lock for 2, 4, and 6 months? Go for it. Make sure you load up and show you're loyal. Aurélien, do you want to work on an earn for Borgy? I think it's.
I mean, if I've like always the same thing, with earn. Anytime you ask this question, I will answer like if I find a way to generate rewards with it, it will be inside the app. And if I can, and the second thing is like if we have the right infrastructure to access it, then I will do it. So there are like two prerequisites. But if I find those two, yeah, I don't see why not, to be honest.
Nice.
When Portuguese language or Spanish? I don't know if we have yet a roadmap for that, Hui, but we'll ask the team. Most definitely. It will arrive $10. If we arrive at $10, Anto will grow his beard more. Let's make that happen. If he gets to $10, I'll tell him he's not allowed to shave his beard for 10 months. So whenever he arrives at $10, he can't shave his beard for 10 months. What else is question? So I thought it was the 18th December. I don't actually know the date for Borgpad. Sorry, I should know it for Momate, but maybe it has changed the lunch pools. Momate I see here, but they
It says
took off.
25th
But that's registrations opens.
of November, yeah.
No,
And
no, no.
then TBD.
But I think so. It's next week. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would unfortunately, our dear Danny's not here, but I think so. It's next week. I was just out of my mind. Is there any other question, guys? That you guys? When moon? Well, the background is clearly showing it, and I think so is the full moon like 2 days ago. So it should happen very soon.
Oh, I like that one. Like the AI bundle. Yeah. I think to be honest, like I think it should be the case. So maybe like I I saw some discussion to be honest, but I don't know if it's currently happening. But I think this is a great idea to be honest, because like decentralizing AI will be like I think one of the challenge in 2025. It has started with Elon pretty much that has started the movement about like Grok. And I think like pretty much it will be followed. Right now, everything is centralized. I think having a bit of decentralization and I would say less censorship onto that thing could be like a major thing in the future. So yeah, why not? I would say.
Sorry, why 5% in Borg? So essentially what it is that the Borg is paid as a fee. Don't think about this as an investment within the thematic. Like you will have performance of essentially the thematic, the bundle, crypto bundle, without the Borg. But the entrance fee is essentially the Borg token. So essentially Borg is being played as a way to create this basket. So that's where it comes from. And 5% is the minimum, and 10% is what we require for any other ones. I hope that answers it. Maybe last question for the road. Is there any last question for the road, guys? If not, comments from Aurélien, Benji, and our wonderful DeFi wizard, Aurélien.
I
Whenever I put
guess
the
no.
no,
No,
I
no
mean,
more comments. I think, like, to be honest, like I'm quite happy
no,
with every. Yeah, this one is good. I don't have that one. I need one. I need this one. I
these are,
told you.
these are expos only. These are not the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the.
I know.
It's like this
No,
one.
but I
This is
mean,
an expo.
no more comments on that front. Like I think like really like I can see like at the pace that we are delivering. Right now. I'm speaking about like Earn and Alpha and all those stuff that we are unveiling. And to be honest, like you can be assured that it will continue like really for the rest of the year. So we're gonna take a small break during the during the Christmas season, and then we will come back like stronger in January. But let's be honest, like it's really only the start. I can tell
Yeah,
you that like for Alpha Reward Vault, like we were planning to launch like pretty much like one or two each week. So if we continue
yeah,
like this, it could grow like a lot bigger and you could see like a lot of opportunities coming inside the app. And with all the tokens that are becoming listing, what I see like the number of tokens that we list every week. If we continue like this, like for 50 weeks into the next year, it's gonna be hard to keep up the pace, but
it's getting
it's
hard.
gonna
Yeah,
be yeah, it's gonna be quite impressive to be honest. So I'm really, really happy about like the direction that we take, really.
yeah. I
I'm
think
happy.
so. The investment team has evolved. The product team has evolved. I think so. What we're doing right now is as well as a very great way to communicate better, but as well to make sure that you guys are voting on the big initiatives that will pass or not for the Borg token. And so we've really been able to work hard on a lot of things, and now we're finally being able to deliver amazing products and services for you guys to get to be financial free. And yeah, I'm extremely bullish about the upcoming months for. I mean, the market itself, we didn't talk about the market, but the market itself, about SwissBorg itself, and of course the Borg token, and all the different other tokens that are part of the ecosystem. Benji already has the beautiful, Christmas hats. And maybe last note for you, Benji.
Yeah, I think although I do have the Christmas hat, the good festive and happy season does not end there for SwissBorg. I'm 100% certain that we're going in a direction that's going to be pleasing a lot of people here. I've seen the comments, we read you, we see you. And yes, we're also going to enjoy some time with our family. But as Aurélien said, we're coming back stronger than ever. And yeah, loyalty is going to be a big focus next year. Governance is going to be a big focus. And as you've seen, there is the means to make it rewarding. So stick around, and we'll try and make it worth your time.
Last, Luca. Yeah, apply Cyrus@swissborg.com if you want. Check that email out and send me your CV. I'll send it to the HR. And again, thank you so much, Borgers. As always, be wealthy, be healthy. Love our Borg and equity. Much love, guys. Bye.
Cheers, guys.